wrote the book based on personal experience. I think there's definitely a distinction to be made.
So you don't think there will be people in the future who you would like to be close to, but who will be wary of getting close to you because of this book?
I suppose that's a possibility, but I don't. That is not something I'm actively focusing on, especially since the reaction from people has been really positive.
Prior to the afterword, does your character in this book change that much over the course of the book? I mean, she goes from one relationship to another. She has embarrassing things happen to her. Is she like moving along a path somewhere during the course of the book, or is she? What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I think she does. I mean, she's spinning her wheels in a lot of ways, but she's definitely spinning her wheels in new ways every time. So yeah, there's definitely evolution, even if it's not, it's messy, but yeah.
Did you want to give this book a happy ending? Was that important to you? Is that something you thought about?
Oh my gosh, I think it does have a happy ending. I don't know. So you don't think it has a happy ending?
No, I'm not making a decision either way. I'm wondering if you view the ending as happy and if that was important to you to write it that way.
No, I actually don't. I mean, I think I mentioned this maybe a little bit earlier, but I don't really see it in terms of happy, unhappy. I mean, I guess in terms of like Hollywood feature films, it's not necessarily a happy ending. But I think I wanted it to be authentic. That was my goal. And I think that there's that great there's a great quote about authenticity. But yeah, that was my goal.
What do you think you do best as a writer, and what things are hardest for you as a writer?
In terms of this book?
No, as a writer in general.
In general,
But you can talk in terms of this book if you want to just say, look, the plot and the structure was easy, but or whatever. You can take it either way.
Well, the thing, it was really long. First draft was 600 pages, so that, and now, so I could certainly, I tend to overwrite. I write long. So that's one thing. And then in general, I generally have a hard time beginning projects. That tends to be the hardest part for me. It's sort of being able to figure out where I want to devote my time. And also figuring out the right way to tell the story. That's always kind of a challenge. That was, as I mentioned before, that was really an obstacle with this book in particular.
Yeah, once you settled on the second person, I assume it got a lot easier.
Yeah, it was much easier. Then it was actually, it was a different experience entirely. It was really, it was actually really joyful, the writing process.
Huh. I want to read to you 2 sentences, and I'd love for you to tell me how they make you feel.
Okay.
An utterly engrossing read, much to your chagrin, is by turns jaw-droppingly outrageous, hilarious, and poignant. How do you pronounce your last name?
Guillette?
Guillette?
Yep.
Guillette, is that right? Okay. Guillette herself is an irresistible narrator, honest and open, quirky and wry. How do you feel about those sentences?
I think it's really lovely. I was so touched when I read that the first time.
Did your publicist or publisher ask you to write like when I published my book, I was asked to write something like a description of the book.
I think I didn't ever do that. I think I just read other people's descriptions. I mean, I think it's really oftentimes hard. I don't know if you had this experience, but it's hard for the writer to sort of.
Yes, it's very hard.
It would have been hard for me to distill it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's horrible. I'm glad you didn't have to.
Yeah, no, I didn't. So you had. How did it go?
My publishing experience was horrible.
No. Oh, no. You say with a laugh. That's good.
It was 10 years ago, so the pain is diminished. Where does the publication of this book rank among your life's highlights?
Life's highlights. It's definitely up there. I'm really excited. It's really fun. It's a fun thing to share with people also, with friends and family. So, yeah, it's pretty high.
But you're not going to, would you say it's the greatest thing that's ever happened to you in your whole life?
No. No, I wouldn't say that.
Is it in the top 5?
What's that?
Is it in the top 5 of single events in your life?
I could say top 5, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Huh. Okay, awesome. Anything that I should ask you and I have not asked you?
No, not that I can think of. I hope that. Do you have any more questions? Or?
Hang on, I'm just going to turn off the record button.